Hey Tarkus, what the fuck you got a face cam? Yeah, got one a while ago. How's it going? Beast. Basted like a turkey. Oh, sweet. The tools that'll help you a lot later down the line. Is this a new Exanima armor? Uh, yep. Hey Grubu, welcome back. We're actually working now instead of playing Valheim. How's it going? How's it going? Wait, it's still Wednesday. Why is it still Wednesday? I feel like I've already streamed earlier today. Hey now. Let's go have this part of the, I don't know what this, kind of like a shawl, the fabric bit, have it overlap the other. Have you made all of the armors that are in the game? I have not. I think by now I've made most of the armors in the game. Hear how I feel about my earlier stuff. Honest. Asked Maddock before if I could redo the older stuff. Uh, but he said that the older stuff is still pretty good. I think otherwise. Noticed a few in Arena that had somewhat jank fitting. You mean like how the model is, or how there's sometimes like holes, or I guess you mean like how the I actually wasn't a very good modeler back then, if you guys could believe it. Hard thinking about Zeth without thinking about amazing armors, but true. I used to be an utter noob. The first star game dev I am now. Yeah, what you mean. Looking brilliant, Seth. Thank you, Madari. Back to this. I've been trying to make this look more organic. Like a lot of the armors I've noticed that I've made for Exanima are very rigid looking. They don't have enough wear and tear, or they don't have enough sculpting done to them. I've just been very preoccupied making sure that the armor works. I've somewhat neglected how it looks. I think that could be the best criticism I can give to my older armors. I very much like this functional fantasy style. Thanks. Yeah, I like it too. Trying to I've said in past streams I've been trying to put the scales. Well, this was originally supposed to be lamellar, but it's not sewn like lamellar is. Because lamellar usually has like 8 holes and 4 stitches. Few of the stitches, well, all of the stitches are stitched to each of the scales. They aren't stitched to a backing like is here. And when the scales are stitched to backing, that would be being stitched themselves. And when they are stitched to themselves, usually the scales are a bit bigger. That's how you differentiate lamellar to scale armor. For some reason, this design really rings a bell. I think someone mentioned like some sort of 40k inspired 40k stuff. Yeah, someone said that it reminded them of something they saw in 40k as well. What kind of new stuff have you learned in engine substance, Marcus? Anything cool? I still need to get into some. We'll see if substance and substance designer, those are good for game my main side. Right now I'm just doing hand painted textures. Actually, here. Very cool. How's things work? They're still very computer generated. It's more human generated texturing. Guess not. Oh my god, I keep blinking. Why are my eyes so dry? Bad. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Oh god. Carcass, are you working on a game? Dari asked you a question earlier. Oh, okay. Unity isn't good for doing scene renders. I don't know. I've never tried Unity. But I don't really hear of artists using Unity to render things. So you might be right on that one. You tried HDRP and it was 15 times longer to load compared to Unreal Engine lighting build. What is HDRP? High definition roleplay? Oh, this is really loud. Highly durable, realistic penguins? I'm kidding. I'm a noob at rendering. You actually probably know more about rendering than I do. Utter and total noob. Whoa! What is going on? How come I keep getting cock blocked by the legs? Want the gauntlets, see the legs. I don't have anything in folders yet, so whatever. I'm gonna deal with it. I should have just hand placed the ones on the cuffs. Like with this amount of work, I could have just hand placed them instead of using nanomesh. I hear Houdini might be pretty good at rendering. Houdini is more of like a special effects uh, simulation sort of software. Maybe it does rendering. Could be interesting for me to, hey, let's get back into Unity because it works with C sharp instead of works with C sharp scripting while Unreal Engine C++. I'm not entirely sure. Hey, what's up? Wanna say hi to the stream? My eyes are really dry. I don't know why. Drink water? How come? Why not coffee? Doesn't coffee just work? Drink a lot of coffee. What? What do you mean too much coffee isn't good? Just uh, drink coffee every day. It's like taking drugs, you know? You gotta get a hit of morphine, a shot of whiskey with your cocaine. I don't know. Ah, my wife just got a lot of uh skincare and stuff. Yeah, consumerist lifestyle. Not always skincare. Only sometimes skincare. Not what? Yeah, that's what I said. Not always skincare. Sometimes it's makeup. That's what I said. What else did it say? Wow. Like Halloween. Crazy. Congrats. Jealous? Get to use your stuff anyway. I need to get hydrated. I'm like a cat. I just I derive most of my moisture from my food. No more procrastination, Tarkus. Get to work on that material of yours. The faster you get your material done, faster you can play Valheim. Look at it that way. What do you mean, me and my Valheim? I am among 5 million Vikings, fellow Vikings. Why not make your own Valheim? I am making my own Valheim. That's what the game dev streams are for. Except my Valheim is like a Skellyheim. Yeah, but you should join forces, Tarkus and you. Yeah, but I mean, Tarkus, the noob. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Tarkus, though. uh, uh, you're not a noob, Tarkus. I don't have any, like, I don't have any work for Tarkus. Like, all I'm doing now is making a 3D model of a skeleton. Like, I hardly even know I'm gonna do with the game yet. Level designer. Level that ground with a hoe. Perfectly flat ground in a matter of seconds. Flat ground. Sorry, what were we thinking about? Am I a level designer, Zeph? Have you seen my Valheim house? Like, you wouldn't be asking that question if you'd seen my Valheim creation. Of course I'm a level designer. Why wouldn't I be? I can design all the levels. No, I didn't see your stupid house. Heresy. Banned. I mean, I played Unreal Tournament 2003. I think I know what I'm doing. There's only one house, and it's at the crossroads. No way, really? I thought there's a few houses at the marketplace. Technically, Exanima is one big house, if you think about it. It's like an indoor enclosure. Enclosure. Uh, there is a fire inside, as well as beds. Like, all of Exanima would be considered a shelter and have 17 points of comfort. That's right. Lots of bathrooms. Contributes points to your comfort level. see. We don't need this strap, I don't think. Get rid of it. Get rid of the strap. Everything you make is strapless? Well, sounds like it's time you made a strap-on. Sorry, that came out weird. What I meant is create something with straps. Man, I could have just hand placed these scales. I know I said that before already, but I'm saying it again just because of how tedious and stupid this is. Like the ones down here are fine, but nanomesh can't really handle. I don't know. Maybe it's my fault. Who knows? I'm just annoyed I have to do so much manual work. Like the whole point about becoming better as a 3D artist is to let the computer do all the work. Why not remove some scales from the armor? No, never. All the scales are mine. My scales. Exactly. Like programmers know what's up. By the way, how's that new job of yours, Madari? Liking it so far? Yeah, sometimes it can be just as much work getting the computer to do all the work. But it's better to start from nothing than to just do everything manually all the time. Ah, cool. I can't even remember what the holidays are. It's just too much stuff to remember, and I find that stressful. So I just say like, whatever. I'm just gonna work every day except for on the weekends. That's basically my routine. You're learning something core right now, which just auto-censored you. Don't swear, Madari. You know better than that. Something core. What would uh what would that something be? I gotta learn some Angular JavaScript. Whoa, sounds fancy. Madari kinda reminds me of like when my brother talks about like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this thing in uh Python with Ruby on Rails and I don't know. Some other programmer jargon that I have no idea what he's up to. Ah, okay. Now my brother's working on the IBC, the Intercontinental Ballistic Cryptocurrency Missile Delivery System. Ah, okay. So which one, in your opinion, is better, Madari? Like, is C sharp better or C++ better? For games, anyway. I don't know. Like, I've heard about these. I think I've done research on them before, but I'm not exactly sure what they do. For games, well, C++ is game. Yeah, that's what I've heard that, yeah. Tons of low-level control. Sweet. Ah, my god, my ass feels flat. And do games go play go C++? I might do like a mix of C++ and Unreal Engine blueprints. Either go full Microsoft Dev or you learn J2E. Oh. Yeah, I always found like programmer stuff very interesting. even though it's hard to grasp. But I guess the more I am exposed to it, the easier it becomes to learn. One of those things that you just gotta keep researching and keep learning until it finally clicks. I remember like, was it like Skyrim? It's either is one of the Elder Scroll series. But I remember I had to like download Python for one of them. I'm like, wow, this is like some pretty intense shit. I'm like, what? Wait, why do I need Python for this? But it's like Rye Bash or something, like some sort of like mod cleaner, mod loader sort of thing. Yep, Rye Bash. Yeah, that was pretty intense stuff for God, how old was I? I think I was like, must have been like 17, 16 or 17. First time I saw Python code was literally lurking into Mountain Blade warband files. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes, right? Like you really like a game, and then like, oh yeah, look, there's mods, and then a couple years later, you're a full-blown software developer, or in my case, a 3D modeler. Crazy how games just uh, do that. It's like an auto-generating it, it auto-generates more developers on games and other stuff too. Pretty sure a lot of the Elder Scrolls modders went on to make stuff for other games as well. Making a game mod friendly is really hard. That sounds contradictory, but exposing your game file system. Yeah, if you do that, they can just like copy your game, right? And yeah, you mess around files so much it could hurt your PC. Damn, really? Crazy. Like hacking in real life. Like what's that? It's like net hacking, cyberpunk, but IRL. This is why when was it Elon Musk. And Elon Musk says that he wants like chips in your brain. Like, no thanks. I'm okay. Like, you want to develop the security systems if you want to put a chip in your head first before you develop the chip. A better way to learn is to find open game projects and open engines in GitHub. Yeah, like a great source for learning how games work is through the Unreal Engine marketplace too. There's a lot of free examples. Just like open them and pick apart how blueprint codes work. And blueprinting in Unreal Engine is, well, it's not like the same as like actual programming like C++ or C Sharp. Like the language and like how everything is arranged is very similar. So that's what I've been doing. There's the Open Morrowind engine. Ah, nice. Very cool. I keep forgetting that the open stands for open source. I'm like, oh yeah, Morrowind. I just pay attention to the Morrowind part. I'm like, the open part kind of escapes me when I start up the game. Haven't played in a while though. I've been trying to make a house in Morrowind, but it always ends up being so big that I'm like, why am I making a house in Morrowind? I can just go make my own game. I can just like make a house for the game I'm making instead. Game engine is next level. That's rocket science. Well, a game engine is, it's not just like one thing, is it? It's multiple systems all working together in coordination. You have like you have your 3D viewport. You need something to render 3D graphics, and then you need you need a lot of stuff. You need so much stuff for a game engine. It's crazy. Then you need like tools to be able to. You basically need like a very rudimentary 3D editor just to like, and that's just like the graphics portion. You're gonna need like you have to like program your own user interface for your engine. You're gonna have to like open be able to program windows and stuff for uh, all kinds of functions. That's why I'm like, I think I'll just pick up Unreal Engine. Maybe one day when I'm less stupid and more smart, I'll look into, maybe I'll read an article or something about making a game engine. That's certainly not now. You implemented one with Vulkan when you were bored. It took me an entire week and 2K lines of code. Jesus, is bare bones pipeline. Damn. Well, that's pretty impressive, all in itself. That's actually really cool. Like, there's no way I could be able to do. All right, I think this cuff might be good to go. Sort of. I always want to keep tweaking things until they look perfect. I am a perfectionist. But sometimes you just gotta finish your art and get it out there. Learning when to do that is key. ant on my monitor. Gross. You have all. I have the files in my GitHub repo. 2,758 lines. Damn. What is a CPP file? Is that like a that probably stands for something, right? Like code something. Ah, C++, okay. I remember the days when I thought like the only types of file extensions were like .exe, .zip, and like .rar. That's like all of the file extensions I knew about. I guess like there's also like .jpeg and stuff like that. And I'm working with like .ctl, uh, .z, .zbp, .lxo, .fpx, .obj. It's like file extensions for everything. Hey Keller Eller, welcome to the stream. Looks beautiful, Seth. Thank you. What I can to make armors look better. And I do like a lot of pixel pushing and, well, in this case, vertex pushing. And it takes a little while, but honestly, I feel like if there's one thing I could have done, if I can go back, is spend more time on my armors. I didn't nearly spend enough time on the armors that I made. Considering how long it takes to get Exanima done. Like I really want to try and make them as best as I can, so I don't look back on the armors that I make now and be like, oh yeah, I can blow this out of the water easy. It'd be so easy. Look at this puny armor. And just trying to make stuff so I don't make stuff on a level where I don't regret it in the future. Regret that I didn't do better. Or you can even cover up the front here even more. That looks super messy right now, but oh man. We really need a longer cut. We really do need a longer cut. I've had to adapt to like the short armor look so long. My god. Size. Yep. Yep. Now I think, oh yeah, this could look really cool with like this bit of fabric here, or that kind of hem here. It always ends up being a bit too long. I have to shorten it. That's how it goes, right? Like you can't always make what you want in video games. Very rarely do you get to make exactly 100% what you want. Just either because of technology or um, yeah, or feedback. I'm guessing when does Madoc implement cloth physics? Cloth physics? I don't know. Are you going to get back to these and edit the codes to add some longer variants? Hopefully. I would love to go back, add some longer cloth bits to the existing armors. That's quite high on my I quite high on my wish list for Exanima. Go back and add some fancier cloths, improve the armors that exist. Like you guys know the blueberry, the Blade Master armors, right? Holy moly, I could do so much better than that now. If I knew what kind of impact the Blade Masters would have on the game, I would have spent like another extra 2 weeks just making them look insane. Can you imagine Blade Masters with cloaks? That'd look fucking awesome, dude. Just like some really long, uh, Black Ops looking cloaks. Holy shit. That'd look insane. Sorry for my French here. But goddamn, right? I want that so much actually that I'm gonna once we can get like cloth physics to the game, I'm really gonna try to convince Maddock that I really want to go back and improve some of the older armors. That stuff is so old. Like Exanima has been in development for so long now that I'm looking back on my older stuff. Holy moly, it could look so much better. You don't see this fitting Arena anymore? That's because all the armor in Arena aren't as good as they could be. That's why. I shouldn't adapt my well, not my the armors, the new armors that I'm making now. I mean, I should still follow like certain aesthetics of Exanima armor, but I shouldn't like downgrade the new stuff that I'm making just so it fits in with the old stuff. I should go back and make the old stuff better. I agree. Golem armor definitely needs a rework. Like the golem armor could have been that is like a missed opportunity. Like you have a gem in the back and that's it. You just have like some fancy lines. It's not that great. It's actually pretty bad by my standards. Okay, I might even go back and do it for free if Madoc allows me to stream it. I'd like go back and improve the old armors that I made for free. If there is cloth physics, like if we can have long capes, and if we could and if I could stream it as well, I would totally go back and improve them. How much money does Madoc need for you to remake those? Well, I mean, $15 an hour. It's really not that expensive, but also not that cheap because even though I don't get paid a whole lot per hour, uh, these things take a lot of time. Are they doing good on sales? I don't know. I'm guessing no. Really? You believe the game has sold well this year? Maybe. I don't know. Like, the thing is, like, who actually hears about Exanima? Like, not a lot of people hear about Exanima. Like, there maybe is like one or two new posts on the Steam general discussions. That's not a very good sign for sales. You've seen Exanima casually mentioned like twice? Oh. Okay, maybe I'm underestimating things. I mean, I did like early on in my career with bare metal. I was in Thailand. I met a guy. We were like in the elevator going up to up in a apartment building. He's like, "Oh yeah, what are you doing here? Like, what are you doing in Thailand?" This is like some other foreigner guy. And I was like, "Oh, I just travel the world and I freelance work on games." And he's like, "Oh yeah, cool. What games?" And I said Exanima. He's like, "No way! I'm a big fan of Exanima." I don't know if he was like, "Yeah, what?" They look at the time. 12:30. Oh, happy birthday! My wife's birthday. Yeah, I don't know if he was like trolling me or not, but like, seriously, like what the heck? How do you just randomly meet another foreigner in Thailand in the same city? Hey. And then they're like a fan of Exanima. Everyone's saying happy birthday to you. Happy birthday! How old are you now? You're like 24, right? Yeah, I knew that.
I'm 18.
You're not 18? What the heck? Whoa! Whoa! You're trying to get me in trouble? She's not 18. She's 24.
I'm 18.
She's trying to get me in trouble. uh, FBI opened up. I swear, she looked 18. Did I make you a nice cake? Oh, she's gone. She went back to her room. Now we're just gonna buy her a cake. I mean, I guess I could make one, but I don't think she likes my cooking very much. Every now and then she'll like my cooking, but yeah. She's very picky about her food. Like she's like, oh, this tastes really creamy. She doesn't like creamy stuff. So like, no cheeses, nothing with like sour cream or anything like whipped cream or frosting or anything like that. Yeah, right. Uh, she doesn't like salads either. So you don't get like any nice vinaigrettes. She doesn't like vinegar. She doesn't like garlic. Can you? Yeah, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about how picky you are with food. Like, what are the foods you don't like, right? You don't like vinegar. You don't like onion. You don't like garlic. Like, what do you like? All she eats is like fried chicken. Yeah, she just eats plain potatoes all day. Exactly. She likes pork. Wink. Nothing. I didn't say anything. What? I'm not okay. I won't bully you on your birthday. I'm sorry. Onion? What the fuck? Onion? Yeah, I know, right? Onion is the best thing in the world. You can eat it raw. Like how badass is that? Yeah, like onion, garlic, olive oil, and salt. That is like the cornerstone to anything that tastes good, right? And like chili peppers too, chili flakes or something. You can make a aglio olio that way. Yeah, it is also healthy. I've been trying to sneak as much onion and like garlic and all that stuff into our food. Of course, you can still like detect like cream and stuff. And also, I don't really use a whole lot of cream in my cooking anyway. I try to be as healthy as I can when I cook. Yeah, I've just been trying to sneak as much onion and garlic into the foods that I cook. I might put some onion and garlic into the cake if I ever bake one. Very healthy, delicious birthday cake. So basically, you're trying to poison your wife. No, I wouldn't try to poison my wife. It's just like everyone can do with a little bit of indoctrinated diets every now and then. Just non-consensual dieting is is a good thing. Alchemy test subjecting. Hey, uh, I actually made I made a savory cake before. Like the thing is, my mom and her partner, her boyfriend, uh, they have so many intolerances for food that it's hard to name them all. Like the only thing they could eat is basically like steamed vegetables and quinoa or like brown rice. That is like the only thing they can eat because of like personal life choices and also well like medical ones too. Uh yeah, it does suck. But I managed to make a savory cake using only the ingredients they can eat. It was one hell of a challenge. But I made like a quinoa bread with like some sort of like beetroot aioli made with like egg and olive oil and garlic, and then also like smoked salmon and stuff. Uh, and I also put like kale on there too. It was actually really good. It's a bit dense though. It's like a really dense cake. You could probably throw it and break a car window, just shatter the car window, have all the bits flying everywhere. Yeah, but it was tasty. The flavor was good. They were impressed. I actually decorated the outside with like smoked salmon or something. It was like a pink, fleshy colored cake. Oh God, why did I make that? It's like I think it looked like something from the sewer levels. Oh God. Carrot cake is good stuff. It's also really high in sugar. That's the reason why it tastes good. It's all the frosting and sugar and the cinnamon disguised as a healthy cake. But I like healthy carrot cake too. It's good stuff. Go delete polys. So cooking in Sui Generis, please convince Matt for that one. I'm sure it'll come. How could it not come, you know? Like, how could there not be cooking in an open world RPG? It'll eventually, it'll eventually come. It's one of those things that he says no to now, but later he'll be like, yeah, gotta have some cooking. Alchemy is like extreme cooking anyhow. Yeah, exactly. It's like cooking but with more steps. Samodari's gonna kidnap his cat or something. I've always wanted to like. I was always that kid who always wanted a pet growing up. Uh, yeah, I never got one. Well, I guess I did. No, I did have a lot of pets, but I think I needed help raising them. I wasn't a very responsible pet owner. I did have like a whole litter of pet rats though. They just kept breeding. We just had so many pet rats just running around. Eventually, my mom uh, sold them back to the pet store. That was a traumatic experience for me. Cooking that kills. Yeah, would if alchemy is like cooking, do you think like explosive potions, like the ones from like Diablo 2, it's like a food fight, right? You just like throw food at each other and it explodes. Exploding food. It is a very cute rat infestation, alright? It is a very cute rat infestation. Like all the babies, when you stick your hand in the cage, they'll come up to you and like start nibbling on the tips of your fingers. It's very cute. You have like 9 to 10, sometimes even like 12, up to 12 little furry rat babies. Rats are based, mice are cringe. I like rats because they're intelligent enough to not like bite you. Like they'll never bite you if you know they're like if they see you uh as like a responsible person, they'll never bite you at all. Like it's probably more likely that a dog will bite you than a rat will. But I'm not like a dog hater or anything. I like dogs too. I'm just like doing a comparison. Which on my phone still not giving me this Zephyrus notifications. Well, have you crushed the like button and hit that notification bell for more latest and greatest updates on Zeth streams? Dogs are poop. Oh look, it Smoils. What's up, guys? Dogs aren't poop. They do poop though. There's no subscription button. I'll go affiliate one day. I just I just don't think that my streams are actually good or any good. If you, I want like if you guys are gonna give me money, like sub, I actually want to put out content that I think is worth paying for. Like OnlyFans stuff. No, I mean like an actual streamer setup. Like I'm still using my gaming headset for this stuff. Also, like I sometimes I don't even stream. Sometimes I'm like really lazy and I just don't stream for the day. Like I'm not really a streamer. I'm just a game developer uh, that streams while working. Zethra's Gaming. I don't know how I feel about that. Zethra's Gaming, huh? It makes me sound like one of those Minecraft streamers. Why do people always put like gaming uh, at the end of their like username? Like, why don't you put it in front of your username? Like, instead of Zethros Gaming, it'd be Gaming Zethros. Whoa, there we go. That sounds a bit less stupid. Because their username is taken and they have no imagination. No, no. My Warframe username is Zethros1. I think I made a Warframe account a long time ago, so that's why the Zethros username was taken. But I couldn't get back into my old one, so the one that I actually use is Zethros1. Zethros 69 inches. Oh no. Oh no no no. If Cool Dude is taken, I usually just use Cool Dude 1010. I noticed like Zethros is kind of like becoming more popular. Like whenever I try to subscribe for like a game or something, I tried playing EverQuest a while ago, and like Zethros is already taken. I know I haven't played EverQuest before, so if someone took my username, not a very cool dude thing to do. Did you notice all this started the exact same moment a cat got into chat? Yeah, maybe. Maybe you're onto something. You might just be onto something. It's the cats. It's always been the dastardly cats. Fix the rat infestation and back into topic. I've talked about my pet rats before, though. I think. I think I've talked about my pet rats before on stream. This is a long time ago. Jeez. What are we gonna do with the belt? I always have a hard time trying to think of something for the belt. We'll just add like a few pouches. How about that? We'll just like add some like small stuff, some small bits and bobs. How about that? Initialize. Excuse me. It's like a burp cough. I wonder who that other Zethras is. I wonder. What if it's like someone from the Exanima community? They're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna register usernames under all of the games that are currently out with the username Zethras and really troll him. That's probably what's happening. Yep. I've got this all figured out, guys. Gonna have a lot of boxes attached to his belt. That's what we're gonna do. We should have like some leather bits as well. Oh yeah, someone here mentioned leather loops for the belt to go through. I mean that could work, but also that would make it look a bit more like clothing instead of armor, I think, because like I know like pant legs have loops, like your jeans have loops to loop your belt through, right? I don't know. They had those in medieval times? Alright. Maybe we'll add a few. I want to get like the silhouette in first. Make a long ass pouch vaguely shaped like a ball sack. You mean ball sacks? Such an evil thing to do, stealing people's usernames. It's like stealing their identity. It's like downloading a car. You wouldn't download a car, would you? Where's the cod piece? I need to make a cod piece, I know. Hold on to your cod pieces and girdle your britches. Yet to make a cod piece, but there's gonna be one coming. It's worse than downloading a car. It's like downloading someone else's car. Exactly. It's like it's like downloading someone else's customized car that they spent a whole lot of time into like thinking and like doing. Oh, nice ass. And then like yeah, it's just like a really selfish thing to do. And at the end of the day, you're not gonna be happy named Zethras. Like you're gonna have angry Exanima fans coming up to you demanding you to unban them. Uh, it's not it's not as glamorous as you might make it out to be. Justice will one day find the false Zetheros. Did you guys know that I once actually held the name Wind Fury uh, in World of Warcraft? Like that's like such a rare name to have. Wind Fury. But there you go. I had it for a while, and then I stopped playing World of Warcraft. Like a Draenei shaman. Draenei is so weird. They're like alien goat people, but they're also like good alien goat people, not like evil alien goat people. Which are the Eridar? The Eridar are the evil alien goat people. Alien goat people are people too, both good and evil. Hey, you guys know why you guys know why like the image of like the devil or like Satan has like goat horns and stuff? I never looked this up. I should. Like usually like a ram's skull, like a goat's skull, is sort of like the symbol of yeah, also like a goatee. It's like the symbol of a demon. Goats fuck with demons. But like you know, with like all the flesh on it, all the fur and stuff, goats are like the most unintimidating thing to look at. It's just like when it's just the skull, you know, like hanging from a wall or something. It's like the symbol of the devil. I think it's just pentagrams look like a goat head. Yeah, that too, you know. Guess that could be part of the reason why. I'm sure it, I'm sure it has like some pagan roots. It's got to have like some sort of pagan roots, and there's like a crusade against paganism, like right? Didn't like Christianity try to stomp out all of paganism, and maybe through going that route, they're like, oh yeah, these pagan people, they worship goats. Yep, that's the devil. That might be. I'm guessing. This is like an educated or maybe uneducated guess. Maybe that is why the goat has come to like symbolize demons. If you think about it, like Diablo, he's just like a really big red goat with spikes. It's a goat man, demonic goat man. Their bleats are Lucifer's whispers. Maybe, maybe. Old mirrors were made using silver coating glass. Silver works against supernatural things. Well, like so silver, right? Doesn't silver tarnish uh easily when in contact with certain chemicals? And like maybe like one of those chemicals is poison? Sort of poison. Also, silver is I think is antimicrobial, kind of like copper, right? I don't know. I could be wrong about that. Silver for humans, steel for humans. No wait, silver more. Well, I mean, I guess you could use silver for humans too, but yeah, like silver. Even though it is a soft metal, it's still a metal. If you have a silver sword, you can still do some damage with a silver sword. Exactly. Yeah, silver for humans, steel for humans, anything for humans. Humans are just squishy meat bags. That's all. That's all we are. Is a silver sword possible? Yeah, sure. Silver is very malleable. You can just like hammer one out. It'd be very expensive. It would be heavy because you need to make it a bit thicker to be able to withstand blows and not bend instantly. Uh, and of course, it would like nick and chip so much easier. But it's not like an aluminum sword or something, which would actually aluminum sword would still be pretty strong depending on what kind of aluminum or aluminium if you're from the UK, speak British English, the proper English. You sharpen your silver spoon. I wonder where that phrase came from. Like he or she was born with a silver spoon in their mouth or in their hand or something. Eh, And what the meaning means is like they're really good at speaking, very eloquent. Oh yeah, sure. Like you can definitely make a weapon out of aluminum and have it be effective. Like just because it's light and just because it's malleable doesn't mean like it's still a metal. Like it's not aluminum foil or like tin foil. It's still a metal, and if it's thick enough, you can easily do damage with an aluminum object. You can kill a man with a tin cup. Isn't that from like shoot, what's that called? That from like Blade or something. Or was it like The Matrix or something? Some movie where uh yeah. Didn't you hammer foil into a solid blade? Like some people do with those foil balls. Well, the thing is like if you hammer tinfoil, the more you hammer tinfoil into like a shape, the more brittle it becomes. And when you try like layer multiple layers of foil and you just hammer it, eventually it's not gonna like stick together like a blade, like what you'd imagine it to be. It'll just become really hard, really brittle, and eventually if you hammer enough, it'll just turn into like aluminum glitter. Yeah, that's right. It was Riddick. That's right. Yeah, that was a cool scene. That was a badass scene. He's like he scraped the cup against the ground or something and just like shoved it into the guy's chest. So brutal. I want to see like more vampire werewolf stuff in games. There's enough of that stuff. Like when was the last time we had good vampire werewolf stuff in a game? I mean, like Skyrim had that, I guess. There's like Bloodlines, Vampire Masquerade. I think that's all I can think of off the top of my head. Uh, Probably missing a few though. Everyone just sees them as a hot goth that bites stuff now. Yeah, it's a hot goth with a teething problem. Teething problem. That's all. Love killing them in Witcher series, I guess. I always like the Van Helsing stuff. Isn't there like a Van Helsing movie? There's like a Van Helsing movie a while ago with with that guy who looks like, dude, what's that? What's the actor? Pretty shit movie. Yeah, it was with Hugh Jackman. You thought it was a shit movie? I guess yeah, it was a bit cheesy, right? But I thought the effects were cool. I thought the costumes, the props, that stuff was cool. Huge Jackman. That's right. It is starring Huge Jackman. Ugh. I know, right? He had like a automatic crossbow. Pretty cool. Imagine having, imagine being kitted out in like a full suit of armor and also like an automatic crossbow. That'd be insane. I always found like medieval themed gadgets and stuff really cool. Or maybe not medieval, but 16th and 17th century inspired gadgets. Be very cool. We'll have procedural crossbows eventually because that'll be sick. I guess we'll have like procedural bolts then, I guess, too. Like each bolt will be slightly different from the next. Oh man, can you imagine how cool projectile weapons will be? Like, if Maddock really polishes that's like a system like that up, you'd have like bolts like stuck in the bodies. Like whenever you shoot arrows and bolts and other sharp projectiles. You like actually see them stick inside the body, and we should have that. You know, like in a physics-based uh, combat game, you should actually see arrows and stuff like stick into the body, and then you can like pull them back out. Or if they, if you miss, they should definitely just bounce off a wall or something. You can pick them back up, or they'll shatter or something. But yeah, like if Maddock puts so much time and effort into the melee system, I hope we can see the same amount of effort put towards the ranged combat system. If Maddock ever finishes an exceptionally well-made bolt in fairly good condition, yeah. If Maddock ever finishes SG, I think he'd need to continue using the same engine. He'd need to continue it using the same engine. Yeah, I mean, a lot of games, a lot of companies use their own engine, and they continue using it throughout the ages. Like look at Bethesda uh, and their engine, their Morrowind engine. You can still find Morrowind bugs in like Fallout games. So yeah, that definitely does happen. Maddox stated literally that ranged combat will be pretty simple. So yeah, that means everything you come up with. Yep, exactly. He's just that kind of person. Just one thing leads to the next, and the game just becomes better because of it. Like no way is it gonna be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty simple. It's gonna be like totally blinged out. I can't wait to see that. Yeah, combat pretty simple. It just took us 4 years, 5 years to perfect it. Yeah. I mean the premise is simple, right? We're gonna have a physics-based melee combat system, right? It's a pretty simple one-sentence premise, but in execution, it's really one of the most difficult things you can do in gaming. Just how it goes. Yeah, simple definitely doesn't mean easy. When did the procedural weapons and stuff like that? When did Maddock first brainstorm that? Was that always going to be, was that like always planned for SG and Exanima, or was that like some sort of fan created idea? Like where did that originate from? I Oh, it was always a thing? Okay. Oh man, getting sleepy. they're a greedy company, they would have made proc weapons a DLC. Nah, if Bare Metal were a greedy company, Madoc would have sold the engine to EA already. Like, making DLCs is hard work. Just selling stuff is easy. Uh, have we discussed any future DLC ideas? No. At least not that I can remember off the top of my head. Like, the main goal currently is to work on the arena update. Procedural weapons, arena update. That's all there is for now. I'm not even sure what DLC would look like. Like, DLC sounds more like SG stuff. I feel like Medak wants Exanima to be like a one and done sort of game. Once it's done, it's done. We're moving on to SG. I don't know if any DLC will be available for Exanima. Maybe like way later down the line. I don't know. I'm not the lead dev. This is more like a Medak question. Huh? Oh, hey. Hey. All right, guys. It's around the 2 hour mark. My wife wants me to go give her a massage. So I have more work ahead of me. Uh, so, good business model would be adding followers with expansions and promising romantic options. We can go like the Genshin Impact route. We'll just do that. Like, you can fall in love with the characters, with the gacha characters. All right, guys. I'm gonna catch you guys later. We'll do this again tomorrow, of course. Yeah, later. I was gonna do some game dev stream, but I'm too tired for that. See yas. We'll see about the monster sculpting later.